No man can judge anybody or anyone. Each man knows what he is. Each woman knows what she is. Only you know what you are, you and God. Nobody can stand in judgment and put their importance up over you as if they actually know you internally, inside out, and to judge and have the ability to judge what you do, what your intent is, and what your perception of that outcome may be. Anybody that tries to play that or put importance up on you over that is just playing a silly little game that doesn't end because they want the control, because they lack the control within themselves. They lack the love within themselves. They lack the ability to be able to judge themselves righteously. They lie to themselves each and every single day. They walk outside. The only person that can judge you is God, for He's the only one that can see your heart. Now, what is the heart? Your imagination. What is your imagination? Your imagination is what you truly desire. But why would a man imagine something he has no desire for? Why would a woman imagine something in her imagination that she does not desire? Your imagination consists of what your soul yearns for. So if you want to know and find out what truly means to you, or what your dealings and whatever intentions you may have in whatever situation you may find yourself in, what do you imagine yourself doing within that said situation and or scenario, Only you know, and God knows. I can't know your imagination any more as you can know mine. Judgment is just a game. Now, that does not mean for not to judge righteously. What does judging righteously mean? Well, there's an old saying, an old phrase the old folks used to use. It's called be a good judgment of character. Yes, that gal got a good judgment of character, man. That boy got a good judgment of character. Judgment of character is, for example of this is, if I see so and so stealing, and I, in my morality and my principle and my code of ethics, do not like thieves, I'm not going to be around that person. So I make a judgment based upon the character that person is portraying. I'm judging the character of the individual. For I cannot judge the individual because I don't know the individual's true intent. But I do know the character the individual is expressing, just as anybody else does. Nobody's really dumb or ignorant to this. They just don't want to express this knowledge out into the world because they feel everybody will be offended. How is everybody going to be offended if everybody already knows? There's nothing to be offended about unless the people that lie to themselves cannot be truthful with themselves. So they have to put lies and justifications on top of the acts that they keep furthering themselves into destruction with. It's a death game these people play. And it can go in all walks of life, in all areas and scenarios in which people live day to day. It can go like as simple as somebody accusing you of something you know you did not do. For a lot of people, it's natural to act out or act angrily or act out of anger or any other negative emotion that's expressed and perceived as negative emotion by a human being. But why act out? Just see it as it is, for as it is, so shall it be. You know, whatever you are accused of doing, if you did not do it, you know you didn't do it. What point is there to convince the other person that is accusing you that you didn't do it unless they trying to inflict physical harm upon you, if they're not trying to do that and get you brought in and judge you based on like a court of law or whatever with judges and robes and stuff like that and that nature, what point is there to react at all? For the person that is accusing you already made the perception of who and what you are within their mind already. It doesn't matter what you do or matter what you say. You'll always be what they perceive within their mind. You can be the realest whatever, whatever, or the fakest whatever, whatever. And whatever you are to them in their mind, that's what you'll be unto them. It doesn't mean whatever they perceive in their mind is anything to do with reality, nor has anything to do with you. Maybe it does. If it does, if it hurts you so, then maybe you should take that criticism and reflect on yourself and say, well, maybe I did fuck up here. And if you think and see that as a bad trait for you and the people around you, then change and make ways and efforts to change it. But if you don't, then leave it to the birds, the buzzards, and the bees, and the honey that drips for the people that want to taste it because it tastes so sweet, you know? So, just as it is, so shall it be. So let it be. Is that simple?